Well, good morning, everyone. We're just getting ready to go here. I got the truck all packed up for the morning. I'm just going to apologize in advance for the wind noise today. I just checked the weather app. It's blowing 22 miles an hour, gusting to 35. So I don't know what that's going to do to my catch today. I mean, I'm assuming my muskrat catch is going to keep going down the next few days just because I've been taking so many of them already, but with the wind, it started blowing like right at dark last night, so it blew all night. I don't know how that's going to affect my catch rate. I'm assuming I'm going to have a lot of 110s that are set off because the waves hitting the carrots are going to trip them off. So hopefully I got some catches before that happened. The footholds typically are okay, and the waves, it's just the muskrats can't really swim up and work the set very good when you got, foot wave coming in. So we'll have to see what that does to my catch rate. And then the land animals, I don't know with the wind. The coyotes might have run some last night, but yeah, you just never know. It's kind of a weird wind. It was like east-southeast winds, which we don't get a lot, so none of my sets are really set up for that, but we'll see what happens on the land set side. It's going to be tough to remake coyote sets today. I mean, if I have catches, I'll remake them, but yeah, so I'm just apologizing right in advance for the wind noise because there's going to be wind noise. I'm going to try and video what I can for you guys. I'm not going to try and video empty sets or remaking, my 110s because like I said, I feel like everyone's probably going to be tripped off today. So it could be a little bit longer day just because I'm going to have to reset so much. But all right, well, we'll get out there, and it's just the sun is just getting ready to rise here. So we're going to run a few land sets first. I'm gonna do the same thing I did I'm gonna do today, the same thing I did yesterday. I'm gonna check that one batch of muskrat sets first and then check them the last again. So just kind of, again, out of curiosity, I maybe should have been doing it all week to just kind of get a good gauge on whether it's worth it or not to double check them every day. But all right, that's all I got for now. We'll see you out on the line. Hopefully I got some catches to show you. Alright guys, so I'm running my line. I'm just a few sets in. Over here is where I caught the couple coyotes in my flat set over there. And then in this set on this side, I had a skunk, I think maybe even the first day or the first couple days for sure. And look what we got again. Try and get so you guys can see him, but he's kind of got himself buried in the chaff. But right here is a skunk. So, of course, another skunk. So we'll get this guy dispatched, get the set remade, and get moved on. Keep moving here. Alright guys, so I'm at the first muskrat slough here. This is normally the one that I have been checking last. Again, I'm checking it first, and then I'm going to check it last again. I don't really see that paying off today just because of the wind. But first set on this side of the road. I'm not skunked for the day. Well, I sort of am. I already got a skunk, but we'll get this one remade and then we'll walk across the road and check the two on that side. Alright guys, so I'm just on the other end of the same slough. So there was nothing on the other side of the road, so I got just 1 for 3 down on that end. And I'm walking out to this one. I can see my carrot is gone. So, what does that mean? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I got 2 muskrats in my trap at the same time. There's this little guy right here, and then a nice big one. I got the little guy by the back or front foot and the big one by the back foot. So what do you suppose? One was on my trap eating and just then set it off. The second one tried to climb on and set it off. That is definitely a first for me. A double with a single foothold trap. Wow. I don't know. I just see it saying that, it just blows my mind. So a double with a single foothold trap. Alright, we'll get this set remade. I do have one more set across the road. Like I said, we're gonna remake these and then I'll check them at the end of my line. Again, I got about 8:20 again today, so I'm about right on schedule with yesterday. So it'll probably be a little later this afternoon just because of the wind's gonna be a struggle today. But all right, we'll get this one remade and we'll check the one on the other side. All right, guys. So I just had that double on the other side. I'm having just a single set on this side. This one hasn't been set off the last few days. I caught a bunch right away in it, but I actually think they have a run like going up into here. But today, I see I have a muskrat, so ended up with 4 for 5 traps with a double in there. But as I was pulling up, the muskrat was swimming like right out here, and then he cut along the edge. And see, I kind of have my set into this little notch. So I'm actually going to move my set like right over here, I think. Just in case they're swimming by, I want it like right on their path of travel. So we'll get this guy out of there and we'll move on. 4 for 5 is actually a lot better starting than I thought. Alright, so I'm on to the next 2 here. I checked the 2 on the other side of the road. There was nothing. My 110 is set off and like most of my carrots chewed off and it's laying over here. And then this one, my trap is gone, but I don't see nothing. Oh, there he is. Alright. Alright, so we're walking out here. So I moved a set from over here yesterday because it wasn't catching nothing. And I moved it over here. Oh, that one's still working. That's the set I moved. But this 110 is set off here. And there's a muskrat. So I'm running my 3rd string waders. They're these brown Hodgin waders that I've had for like 20 years. The boot leaks just a little, which I can deal with. It'll probably leak worse as I go on here. But man, the crotch leaks really bad. So I found out on the other side of the road. So we're gonna try and hustle through some of the ones that are in deeper water so I don't get too wet, but it's running down my leg already, so. All right, so I'm on the other end of the slough here. The 2 on the other side of the road, the 110 was set off, which I expected. On this side of the road, both are set off here. Let's see what we got. But this time we got a muskrat there. And on this one, oh, just a set off. Oh, I lost one. See that toe there? That is the first one all season. So this is like the 8th check, something like that, and that's the first one that I've had twist off, and I got 2 toes. I've had a couple caught by 2 toes and they've been drowned, so. I'm here at this big one again. So I got the muskrat hut by the house down there, and one on this side of the road. Part of my bait was sold on each one of them, but I had no catches. But the first one here, looks like I got a catch. This is the one they keep pushing mud up on the shore. Looks like fresh mud over that way. But I can see the nose of a muskrat. Alright, there's another one. Alright guys, so we're at the big culvert here. That set over there is still working. This 110 has been set off a bunch of times, but today we actually got a muskrat in it. Get over to this side of the road. Gotta be careful on these rocks because everything's slippery from the water splashing. So there's a muskrat. Alright guys, I hope you're picking up on anything here. When I was trying to remake that set back by that culvert, I dropped my GoPro in the water again. So I'm hoping you guys are getting this and getting enough audio to even hear what I'm saying. So I'm at the end of this slough, so I got a 110 over here that was still set. Across the road, my carrot was taken off. So I ended up moving my set like 5 feet to the side. That maybe something a little different will trick them. And then this pole set here is turned, and I can see the nose. So there he is. So that makes 5 out of 11 sets in here today. So. Alright guys, so I just left that last spot, so I ended up with 5 muskrats in that slough. I just wanted to point out, so I'm rebaiting and reluring all these sets. You know, any of them that are set off, you know, if I'm checking a set or if I walk out to it and it's not set off, I still relure it a little bit. I want to make sure they're working the best I can. Even though I only have one more check day, it'd be easy enough just to say like, oh, I can just leave them and, you know, let them work for the one more day and not waste the bait or, you know, the lure. But in my opinion, if that extra lure, reluring them or rebaiting them catches me even one muskrat, you know, it's worth it. You know, one muskrat will pay for a whole bag, a whole pound of baby carrots. So, you know, I'm out nothing, and I'm not going to do anything else with the carrots if I don't use them for this. So, I mean, I'll eat none of the ones I'm using for trapping, I'll eat, but if I have like a leftover, I do have a leftover pound, I bought a couple pounds the other day, I'll, you know, eat those, but the rest of these, if I touched them with trapping hands or whatever, I will not eat them. So, but yeah, I'm just wanting to put that out there that, yeah, I am rebaiting and reluring everything, even though I am planning on pulling the whole line tomorrow. So I want to make sure every set's working at tip-top shape. If it's not working at tip-top shape, it's not worth leaving there, honestly. You know, it's easy to try and get lazy at a time like this and be like, oh, they'll be fine for one day, but I've been that way in the past, and I'm trying not to be that way anymore. So if I see a set that's been messed with, even a coyote or a coon set or whatever, I'm remaking it the first time I see that it's been messed with. You know, instead of, it's easy enough to be like, oh, I'll fix it tomorrow. Well, then tomorrow comes around, you don't want to fix it then either. So, like I said, so I'm making sure every set that I have out is working at tip-top shape the best I can, because I want to give me the most opportunity to have an animal there tomorrow. It's no fun to check empty sets, so why not give yourself the chance to catch as much fur as you can in every set, not just the ones you think are going to be the best sets. So, all right, that's enough rambling for now. I'm just getting to the next spot here. And all right, guys, so I'm on the next sets here. I'm checking a few land sets around this. There's a farm place up here I caught a skunk in, like the very first animal I caught a skunk in. I'm out by some sloughs out here, so the farm place is up that way. So there's this slough here, there's like a opening kind of in between, and then on the other side of this tree, there's another slough over there. Well, right here is my gray fence post, and my coyote set should have been right here someplace. The farmer had told me that he didn't plan on working this field up, so right on the edge there was actually coyote tracks in the snow when I put this set here. You know, they come right along the edge of this slough, so I put my set, I didn't want it right by the slough just because there was snow there and I couldn't really get a good spot, and I can't see it to check it very good. Even where this one's at, I have a hard time checking it, but yeah, he ended up working the field up and worked my trap under here, so I'm going to get out, feel around a little bit with my, I have a string, so I use that fence post. I have a 10-foot string in my bag, so I'll stretch my string out tight and then put my stake driver basically in a loop on the other end of the string, and I'll just poke around and hopefully I can clunk into it here someplace. It's worked up good enough that I can't really tell where my set would have been even here, so unfortunately I think I'm actually just going to pull this set. I mean, I hate to pull a coyote set, but we'll see if I can find it here, but I may actually end up pulling this set. If I can't find it today, I'll leave my stake there and I'll throw in a metal detector. I'll come back with a metal detector and hopefully it's here. If it went by and just like dug my trap under, I've been able to find them in the past. The only way I wouldn't is if like one of the digger teeth happened to catch like in the jaws of the trap and like drug it off. You know, it would pull my stake or whatever, but otherwise, like the cable stake, usually like the trap will just kind of bounce in between the digger teeth or whatever, and it'll be under dirt usually. I don't see it laying here on top or anywhere where I can see it, but yeah, so that's going to be fun. We'll get out here, like I said, we'll see if I can find it. I'm going to turn you guys off. I ain't going to waste your time watching that, but I'll poke around a little bit here and see if I can find it, and I'll make the determination then if I can remake it or just pull it and move on. Alright guys, I've had a kind of a string of empty traps here, so it's good to finally get back to where I may actually have something here. So I got this, again, this culvert here. This set's produced quite a few rats for me. There he is. Bait is gone, so we'll have to rebait him. So my pole set on that side is still working. The bait's gone for like the third day in a row. And over here, we got a muskrat. Alright guys, on the other end of that last swoop, I did have 2 sets out there, and I did catch 1 muskrat in the 2 sets. I didn't show you because the wind was blowing in there really bad, like it is right here. I'm on to the next swoop here. What I got is this little house, and I have a set right in front of it. The coon set's right over here, right here. But I can see whoa, Nelly, I almost fell down. I can see I got a nice muskrat in here. Alright, so I'm to the 4 corners swoop here. The other sets on the other corners are all still working. That 110 over there is still working, but I think maybe, just maybe, I might have caught the bait thief that keeps stealing my bait off this set. There's just a little guy. I don't know if that's him or not, but alright guys, so I'm just going to do a little preamble to this set before I get out, just because it's so windy outside. I showed you this set about maybe yesterday, 2 days ago. So what I got is a fence line here, alfalfa field. There's a pasture fence line right here. I have a coyote set right here behind me. We'll get out and I'll show you what I got, like I said, and I apologize for the wind, but I'm right out in the open with this set. So we'll get him dispatched and we'll move on, but I'll show you what I got here. There's my set right here. You can see it bouncing around. Alright, I'm walking out to these 2 sets here. So I'm on to another slough here. Again, I think I've showed you this. I have some sets on the other side of the road by Muskrat House. I haven't been over there to check yet. Both of these sets have been messed with, but it looks like this one is still working. It's just leaning the wrong way, and so we're gonna remove it and reset it here. Alright, let's show you this guy here quick. There we go. Alright, so I'm on the other end of the same slough again. Those sets that were on the other side of the road down there by the Muskrat House were not messed with. I don't understand it, but so my 110 right here is set off. This one is still working. Wouldn't surprise me if this was just set off. Oh no, there's a muskrat in there. Alright guys, so I'm done with all my water sets. The sets that I checked this morning and then I recharged this afternoon, there was nothing in them. That wasn't a really big surprise to me just because of the wind blowing so hard. I'm sure everything's not moving all that much. But I'm to the first land set after those. You can see I got a ditch behind me. And then I got the road goes, or a big culvert goes under the road, and I got Mr. Rocky the raccoon. Alright guys, so I made it to my house. I had nothing in the last sets. I will give you a quick rundown of what I caught for the day. Wasn't quite as good a day as other days, but actually was probably what I expected. Like I said, with the wind blowing all night, I'm surprised I caught any muskrats, and I'm surprised as many sets were working. I figured a bunch would be set off. Land animals, you know, wind could go either way on land animals. You know, I think they run sometimes in the wind, and sometimes I think they just hunker down out of the wind. But it was fairly warm. It was like 55 degrees this morning when I left, which is the warmest morning so far. So alright, we'll give you a quick look at what we got here. So we got 2 skunks in the bags. This is the last raccoon I just caught, you know, only just 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago. And then on this side here I got 8 muskrats on this side. And you can see on this side I got There's 13 more on this side, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 13 more. So I ended up with 21 muskrats, 1 coon, and 2 skunks. So in all, not a bad day. I was hoping to catch 22 muskrats today and 22 again tomorrow. And I'll tell you why tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow I'm going to pull the entire muskrat line. Every muskrat set's all getting pulled tomorrow. It's supposed to be real crappy tomorrow too, so we'll see how much videoing I actually can do. But yeah, but we're going to pull the whole muskrat line tomorrow. Maybe on, today is Sunday, so tomorrow's Monday. Maybe on Tuesday I'll set up that beaver house, or Wednesday, we'll see. Might be Wednesday. Sounds like Wednesday's going to be a better day. And I might catch a few more muskrats there as well, so that might make up a little bit for why I wanted 22 each day today and tomorrow. But 21's a pretty good number. I mean, same amount of sets as I have been running. I've been catching like 35, and now I'm down to 21. So is that weather related? Is that just that many? I've trapped so many muskrats out of those spots that there's, you know, few and far between left. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll run, like I said, we'll run the line again tomorrow. I don't expect great catch tomorrow because it's supposed to stay windy most of the night again tonight, but you never know. If the wind does die down a little bit overnight, that might get the muskrats out moving around a little bit, especially with weather moving in. Like I said, it's supposed to cool off and rain tomorrow, so we'll see if that happens. I guess final thought here, if you guys like the videos that you're seeing, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Hit the little notification bell so you know when I'm putting up a new video, and leave a comment. I'd like to hear what you guys think about my season so far. I started last Friday. It's now Sunday, so let's see, I've run 9 check days, you know, on land sets, and I've run 8 check days on water sets. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I got 14 coyotes caught. With today's muskrat count, I'm at 227 muskrats. I think I'm at 22 skunks now. I got 7 coons caught. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty good season so far, just in that amount of time. I'm hoping once I get the muskrat line pulled, we're really going to hit coyotes hard. We're going to just start doubling down, putting coyote sets in. Some more fields and stuff have gotten worked since last Friday when I put coyote sets out, so I'll be able to get a bunch more. I'm hoping to almost double my coyote line, and I understand I've kind of picked the cream of the crop off of the spots I already have, so hopefully if I get some more of these sets out, I'll have something to show you. Because once I quit water trapping, the length of these videos will go down a little bit. So after tomorrow, or maybe middle of the week here, the length of the videos will probably go down because I'm only going to have just a few key catches each day. I am home early today, so I may actually try to put up these 21 muskrats today. We'll see. I don't know if I'll do the coons today or not. I did pick up a couple roadkill coons today too. They're right by one of the Sues where my muskrat sets were, so I'm not going to drive by a roadkill raccoon if they look nice. Like, they're not beat up at all, so we'll get these 3 coons cleaned up, and the muskrats I might skin and try and flush today. So we'll let you guys go. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.